4 ways to overcome limiting beliefs. What are those things? Those are the things that hold you back. Those are the things that are the glass ceilings inside your life. It may have happened to you because of a parent, of a situation, of a bully that you dealt with in school, of any type of an authority figure that put that glass top on you in life so that you could not go any further than you've gone. So what are some of the limiting beliefs that people could have? The first one is, I'm not good enough. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough time. That's another limiting belief. It's going to take too long. I can't really do it. I can't do this. That limits your ability to be able to go out there and do something. It's so funny to me how people will spend all of the time of their life. I've knew people that have actually started to do something with a shortcut because they thought that things were going to take so long and they didn't have enough time to do it, that 25 years later, they're still trying to do the shortcut. They never got it done. Why? Because there is no shortcut on the road of life. So people kind of go through that thing of thinking that they don't have enough time. You've got enough. You can do this. But that's a limiting belief. The next one is, I'm not smart enough. People limit themselves by thinking that they aren't smart enough to be able to do what other people do. Another limiting belief is, I'll never be successful. I won't be. Nobody in my family's ever been successful. I'm not going to be successful. Another one is, I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just too hard. And remember, even the people that have a tremendous amount of less potential than you do, they're doing it. Why? Because they never quit. You never lose until the moment that you quit. You can do it for sure. And then somebody will think another limiting belief is, I'm not talented enough. Oh man, I can't do that. I don't really have it. I don't have it. And another one is that they were right. I'll never make it. They were right. I just won't make it. How do you handle overcoming limiting beliefs inside your life? The first thing is that you identify them and you write them down. Now, why do we write down our limiting beliefs? You don't have to show it to anybody. You can actually put them on a piece of paper and just stick them in a book somewhere that no one will ever look at except for you. But the reason why you write them down is because most often, limiting beliefs, when we begin to read our limiting beliefs, we think, what in the world is all of that? How in the world did I ever get at this place where this has limited me? So the first thing is that you write down your limiting beliefs. Then number 2, you assess the accuracy. What does assess the accuracy mean? Very simply, it just means, is it true or is it not true? You know, things sound silly when you start talking about them. It sounds actually really weird when you start, talking about it outside of yourself. Is it true? That limiting belief, is it really true about you? Or is it just something that has held you back? And now all of a sudden it's 20 years later and you think, why did I wait so long? I could have done something about this a whole bunch of time ago. I could have actually done something because once I wrote it down, I needed to find out if it was right, and it wasn't right. A limiting belief is not right about you. And then number 3 is that you need to change your defeating beliefs into self-beliefs. Not these self-defeating beliefs, not these things where you lose even before you start. That isn't the way that you do that. You change them into your positive beliefs. I can do this. I can make it. I can be successful. You need to begin to reframe the situation about life. If in fact that we would reframe things in our world, reframe things in our society, we could get a lot of things done. But we can't because people are always so stuck in their ways because they never reframed it. How about if somebody says, well, you're this and you're this and you're this. At that particular moment, the person becomes tremendously defensive. But how about if what you did was you just say, no, this is kind of what I'm seeing that's going on. Is this really the way that you want to do it? Do you really mean this? Or what actually are you really saying to me? It's an interesting thing about the English language, and that is that the English language does not explain things really well. So being able to discuss things and talk about things, these self-defeating beliefs, turning them into positive self-beliefs. When you start talking about things, you begin to reframe it. Instead of, I can't do this, is that I can do this. I'll never make it. To, I'll make it. Instead of, they're more talented than I am. Into, I'm talented. I can do this. All that is just reframing the situation that you're in. And when you reframe it, there isn't anything that you can't do. You can do all things. You can do everything. That's absolutely true. You can. It's only those limiting beliefs, those self-limiting beliefs that are what's holding you back, that are what's keeping you from becoming successful, that is keeping you from the right relationship, it's keeping you from the right career, it's keeping you from the right amount of money, it's keeping you from the right place for you to live, for the right thing for you to drive. All of those self-limiting beliefs cause you to go to places you don't want to go, to talk to people you don't want to talk to spend time where you don't want to spend time, and for you to waste your life instead of invest your life. That's what limiting beliefs actually cause you to do. The fourth thing is you never give up. Winston Churchill said this: never give up, never give up, never, never, never. And Winston Churchill and the Allied forces never gave up. When all of the rest of Europe gave up, Winston Churchill never gave up. Even when it looked as though, even when they were within hours of them being completely defeated, Winston Churchill would say, never give up, never give up, never give up, never, never, never. And he never did, and became successful in everything that he did. I'm just absolutely so excited to be able to talk to you about these self-limiting beliefs. I'm looking forward to being able to share new things with you again.